Here are your Facebook updates for June 16th, 2021. First, help me help you. Facebook released a report that primarily focused on users in Taiwan, but it's a report on what influences online purchases. And in order, at the top of the list is convenience. Just make it easy for people to buy. And that's what people most care about, at least according to this report on these users and the other things in descending order. Service at the bottom of the list, value for price, second to last. Still important, but just some things to consider when looking at your e-commerce site. Next, just shut up and take my money. Shopify wants to take your money in a good way. They want to make it easier for people to buy, kind of similar to the previous slide. It's similar to what Facebook has already shown. So they want to speed up the checkout process, not just on their platform, but the entire web. So they've got their Shop Pay checkout available to all merchants on Facebook and Google, even if they don't have a Shopify store. According to Shopify, it's 70% faster than a typical checkout and gets you a 1.72 higher conversion rate. So love to see it. And this week's segment of, hey, I know her, Krystal Hobbs, a freaking OG legend of the mastermind community, spotted this new feature in her account for naming templates, which when you're dealing with dozens and dozens of ad variations, a good naming template for your campaign ad sets and ads can be a massive time save. And you can see I jumped on this when I saw Krystal post. I was like, this is going to be cool and important and valuable. So 1 minute later, I screenshotted it. So yeah, take a look at this new feature to help you organize your campaigns. Next, Eric Seufert from the Twitterverse released this study showing the study that people would rather pay a premium for privacy, or instead of paying a premium for privacy, they would much prefer their data to subsidize the product cost. So the transaction of your contact information for some free stuff, or to use an app that is free. So more details here, and just something that maybe shed some light on how consumer behavior will affect the privacy stuff that Apple is implementing. Next, we got this pleasant warning. In the past, you select multiple ads or multiple ad sets and go to bulk edit. It doesn't tell you anything. I say this is a pleasant warning because it's this nice looking blue as opposed to like the fiery red or black warnings that have been popping up the past few months, warning about Apple iOS. I mean, that red really gets your attention on there. So just something here that says, hey, you're editing more than one ad at once. Just keep that in mind. I'm curious how long this will last, because if you remember from maybe a couple months ago, we had that update where when something was in draft, it would still show like, hey, do you want to publish this? I'm seeing that not 100% of the time. It's kind of wishy-washy. I don't know if it's been phased out already, but who knows? We'll see. We'll see if this keeps going. Makes it easier for ad creators, that's for sure. Next, we got the lightning round. Ding, 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 ding. Woo! Yippee! First, Facebook. There's some great news for technical marketers. They released new versions of their graph and marketing APIs. In fact, all this is about Facebook, not about Instagram. Usually we have a lot about Instagram on the lightning round. And here we go. I take that back. The CEO of Instagram announced that Facebook wants to help users get around Apple's 30% cut. That's around the 30% cut of what they take from app purchases. So they're helping us out. I love to see it. Next, if you don't want to be glued to your PC while managing your ads, there's good news. Facebook Ads Manager for iOS has some neat improvements. I love neat things. If you're into social media videos, there's a smart crop feature for videos, making it easier to add and edit and get the best video you can. I think that's pretty sweet. And then lastly, to fight data loss caused by iOS 14, Facebook is expanding the use of conversion modeling to include the 7-day click attribution. With a set adjustment, they should be able to report estimated conversions they are unable to observe now. So good news coming out of all this, all from Facebook today, and a little bit from the CEO of Instagram. Those are your updates for the week. I will see you next week.